When you're studying for your CMAP, it's all about financial services, regulation, and products. But the real truth is being a mortgage advisor is more about property than it is about finance. And if you want to succeed, you've got to understand how estate agents, solicitors, and the whole property process works, because that's the world you're really going to be stepping into. So let's start with the estate agents. They are the first point of contact for most buyers. Now, they control access to properties, they negotiate offers, and they manage the sales chain. Now, as a broker, your relationship with local estate agents can make or break your lead flow. Now, a little bit of a tip with this is always show agents that you know their process, not just the mortgage side of it. It makes them take you way more seriously. Next, we have solicitors or licensed conveyancers. Now, they handle the legal side of buying a property. So that's contracts, that's searches, that's exchanging, that's completion, and they can be the single biggest delay in the process. So knowing how conveyancing works will help you set realistic expectations with your clients. It's going to be their main bugbear. Now, you don't need to be an expert solicitor, but you do need to understand the basics of what they do so you can explain the journey to your clients in plain English. Another concept you need to grasp is the property chain. A chain is when multiple transactions are linked together. For example, someone can't buy unless they sell their house, and so as multiple people build that up, that creates a chain, and these chains can be very long. Now, chains can collapse if one link breaks. So knowing how chains work are going to help you explain why timelines stretch really long, and why sometimes clients need to be extra patient. And why does this matter to you? Well, employers look for candidates who understand the property process, not just the mortgage products. Clients also trust advisors who can explain the whole journey, not just that little financial bit. And introducers, especially estate agents, prefer working with brokers who get it. This is the kind of knowledge that's going to set you apart in job interviews, in your first months on the job itself, and in client conversations. So here is the exercise for this lesson. On a blank sheet of paper, write out the property buying timeline from start to finish in your own words. For example, offer accepted, which is also known as SSTC, which means sold subject to contract. We have solicitors instructed is number 2. Number 3 is search is carried out. Number 4 is mortgage application submitted. Number 5 is exchange of contracts. And number 6 is completion. Then next to each stage, note what your role as a broker is. This will help you connect the dots between finance and property. In the next module, we're going to be moving into one of the biggest milestones in your career, and that is getting CAS, which is competent advisor status, and getting signed off with that. That's where you go from being newly qualified to officially recognized as a competent advisor. A little bonus step for this exercise as well, by the way, is if you know any estate agents or solicitors, ask them to review it and see if you're missing any steps that they think you would add.